Dawn of the dead, a rude awakening. The alarm clock screams. You hit snooze, bad idea. The screaming doesn't stop. It's not the alarm, it's your neighbor, and they're hungry. Not for breakfast. For you. The zombie apocalypse has arrived. What do? Panic? Probably. But survival depends on pushing past that fear and acting fast. The world you knew is gone. Your fight for survival starts now. The Walking Horde. Why zombies? Zombies have captivated the human imagination for decades. From movies to books, we've been obsessed with the idea of the dead rising. But why? Maybe it's the primal fear of disease, of losing our humanity. Or perhaps it's the ultimate test of survival against overwhelming odds. Whatever the reason, the zombie apocalypse serves as a stark reminder of our own vulnerability and the need for preparedness. Day 1. Shelter and assessment. First rule: don't be a hero. Forget rescuing the world. Right now it's about rescuing yourself. Find shelter and find it fast. Your best bet? A high-rise building. Elevators are death traps, so be prepared to climb. Secure the stairwells, barricade doors, and find a vantage point to assess the situation. How widespread is the outbreak? What are your immediate resources? Knowledge is power, even in the apocalypse. Day 3. Gathering the troops and resources. By now, the gravity of the situation is sinking in. Power is out, communication is down, and the world outside is descending into chaos. Time to face facts. You can't survive this alone. Find other survivors, people with skills and strengths that complement your own. Scavenge for food, water, and essential supplies. Remember, teamwork is the only way to weather this storm. Section 5, Day 7, Exodus. The city is a ticking time bomb. Fires rage unchecked, the stench of decay fills the air, and the undead horde grows larger by the day. It's time to leave. But escape is no easy feat. Main roads are choked with abandoned vehicles and teeming with zombies. Consider alternative routes. Back alleys, underground tunnels, even rooftops. The journey will be perilous, but staying put means certain death. Section 6. Lessons from history. Ancient tactics for modern threats. In this section we delve into the wisdom of our ancestors, exploring how their time-tested strategies can be applied to modern-day challenges, including the hypothetical scenario of a zombie apocalypse. Think zombies are a new problem? Think again. While the concept of zombies as we know them today is a relatively modern invention, the idea of facing relentless, overwhelming threats is as old as humanity itself. Throughout history, humans have faced down overwhelming odds and lived to tell the tale. From ancient battles where warriors stood their ground against massive armies, to small communities defending themselves against invaders, the human spirit has always found a way to survive and thrive. And some of those ancient strategies are surprisingly relevant to surviving a zombie apocalypse. For instance, the meticulous planning and strategic thinking employed by ancient generals can be adapted to modern survival scenarios. Take the Roman testudo formation. This interlocking shield wall, used to advance on enemy lines, could be adapted to protect against a zombie onslaught. Imagine a group of survivors using makeshift shields to create a mobile fortress, moving safely through a horde of zombies. The testudo formation was not just about defense, it was also about unity and coordination. Each soldier had to trust the person next to them, knowing that their survival depended on mutual cooperation. This principle is equally important in a zombie apocalypse, where teamwork and trust can mean the difference between life and death. Medieval siege tactics offer valuable lessons in fortification and resource management. Castles were designed to withstand prolonged attacks with features like moats, drawbridges, and high walls. In a modern context, these principles can be applied to fortifying a safe house or community against zombie threats. The past holds valuable keys to surviving the present. By studying ancient tactics and adapting them to our current needs, we can find innovative solutions to modern problems. Whether it's using ancient defensive strategies to protect against zombies or applying historical resource management techniques to ensure long-term survival, the wisdom of our ancestors remains relevant and invaluable. So the next time you think about the challenges of a zombie apocalypse, remember that history is full of lessons waiting to be learned. By looking to the past, we can find the tools and strategies we need to face the future with confidence and resilience. Section 7. The Great Debate: Safety in Numbers or Isolation. You've escaped the city, found a group of survivors, and even mastered some Roman battle formations. The city was a dangerous place, teeming with threats at every corner, But now, with a group, you feel a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. Practicing Roman battle formations has given you a tactical edge, a way to defend yourselves against potential threats. The sense of unity and teamwork is palpable, and for a moment you feel invincible. But a new dilemma arises: stick with the group, seeking safety in numbers, or break away and find a remote haven. This decision weighs heavily on your mind. On one hand, the group offers protection, companionship, and shared resources. On the other hand, the idea of a remote haven, a place where you can be self-reliant and away from the chaos, is tempting. The paths before you are starkly different, each with its own set of challenges and rewards. Both options have their merits. Staying with the group means you have people to watch your back, to share the burden of survival. The collective knowledge and skills of the group can be a tremendous asset. However, it also means you have to deal with group dynamics, potential conflicts, and the risk of attracting unwanted attention due to your numbers. The scales of decision are finely balanced, each option tipping slightly with every new thought. Large groups offer protection and shared resources but attract unwanted attention. Around the fire, stories are shared, plans are made, and there's a sense of normalcy. But the larger the group, the harder it is to stay hidden. The noise, the movement, the sheer number of people can draw the attention of unwanted visitors, be they zombies or hostile humans. The safety in numbers can quickly turn into a liability if not managed carefully. Isolation means solitude and self-reliance, but also increased vulnerability. Being alone, you have the freedom to move quietly, to make decisions without debate. You can find a hidden spot, set up a small camp, and live off the land. But solitude comes with its own set of dangers. There's no one to help if you get injured, no one to share the workload, and the mental toll of isolation can be heavy. The desolate landscape can be both a sanctuary and a prison. The choice is yours, and it could mean the difference between life and death. This decision is not just about survival, it's about the kind of life you want to lead in this new world. Do you value community and shared experiences, or do you crave independence and solitude? The crossroads before you are daunting, and the path you choose will shape your future in ways you can't yet imagine. Choose wisely, for your life depends on it. Section 8, North to Alaska, a frozen hope. The relentless heat is your enemy. Zombies, like any organism, decompose faster in warmer temperatures. The solution? Head north. Alaska, with its frigid climate and sparse population, offers a glimmer of hope. The cold will slow down the undead, making them easier to manage. Plus, its vast wilderness provides ample opportunities for hunting, fishing, and living off the land. Section 9. The Aftermath. It's about more than just zombies. The zombie apocalypse, a nightmare scenario, a test of human resilience. Imagine waking up one day to find the world you knew has crumbled. Streets once bustling with life are now eerily silent, save for the groans of the undead. The very fabric of society has unraveled, and survival becomes the only goal. But here's the thing about surviving the end of the world. It's not just about outrunning the undead. It's about facing the collapse of everything familiar and finding a way to navigate through the chaos. It's about the mental and emotional fortitude required to keep going when everything seems lost. It's about adapting to unimaginable circumstances. When the rules of the old world no longer apply, new strategies must be devised. Building barricades from whatever materials are at hand, crafting tools from scraps, and learning to live off the land become essential skills. It's about the power of collaboration, the importance of resourcefulness. In a world overrun by zombies, no one can survive alone. Communities must come together, pooling their skills and resources. Sharing supplies, protecting one another, and working as a cohesive unit can mean the difference between life and death. And the will to keep fighting, even when all hope seems lost. The human spirit is remarkably resilient. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, the drive to survive can push people to do extraordinary things. Whether it's fighting off a horde of zombies or finding the strength to climb out of a seemingly inescapable pit, the will to live is a powerful force. So, could you survive a zombie apocalypse? It's a question that goes beyond physical prowess. It challenges your mental acuity, your ability to adapt, and your capacity for empathy and cooperation. Would you be able to navigate through the ruins, find safe havens, and make critical decisions under pressure? The answer lies not in fictional scenarios, but in the depths of your own courage, ingenuity, and will to live. It's about tapping into the core of what makes us human, our ability to hope, to dream, and to fight for a better tomorrow, even when the odds are stacked against us. So as you ponder the possibility of a zombie apocalypse, remember that it's not just about the zombies, it's about the strength of the human spirit and the unyielding desire to survive and thrive, no matter the circumstances.